Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. In the last one, we did some more exploring. We are looking for the spores that cause the shimmer still. We have not gotten there yet, but we are back in the Valley of Vertigo, so I'm hoping that we'll find it. We're doing much better. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we are here, I guess depends on the direction we want to go. I guess I'll go this way because honestly, I don't know what other way was available at the moment. We can go that way or we can go this way. Maybe we go this way because it goes further in. An absolutely enormous tree forms part of the path here. Its roots cut natural stairs in the path, and its magnificent canopy of large flat leaves completely blocks out the sky. They arch overhead almost to the ground on the other side. Walking under it is like going through a tunnel. In the tunnel is dark and gloomy, unseasonably cool, and filled with the whispering of leaves. You get the sense that something is aware of your presence. So we could do that. Do I want to do a challenge or do I want to climb up the tree? Let's climb up the tree because it requires bravery, which I do have. You climb up and onto one of the big flat leaves. Surprised they can actually support your weight. Neat. You get high enough out of the fog to see the whole area. It's very pretty, but nothing else happens. Okay. Somehow we still lost stress. Oh, maybe that's it. You find a trippet, a large, tasty, plant? Kind of? You've heard it's sort of like an animal, too. Like a lot of creatures on Vertumna, it kind of defies classification. Whatever it is, it's huge. It's practically taller than you are. If it's an animal, I wonder if we want to do that. Maybe we note its location. Oddly, when you come back, it's not there. You must have recorded the wrong coordinates. Okay. I was thinking it might attack us or we might hurt it. If we did that, but I mean, I guess that was the wrong way to go because that was a dead end. Let's go here. You come across another squeeger hive, an intensely gravid hive queen and her hundreds of wriggling grubs, rooted there like just any other tree. This one seems calm. You're able to approach close enough to smell the sweet tang of her royal jelly. We already did that. I think I'm going to leave it alone. Oh no, we have to, apparently. Let's watch quietly, see what happens. It's absolutely fascinating. The squeeger hive queen coos to her children, who skitter in and out of the holes on her surface. You can kind of see where her eyes used to be, but now she's more mound than creature. She still breathes, but eats only what she can absorb from her legs, which have become roots. Her larval children pinch her when they're hungry. She groans, clenches, and out of the holes oozes her sweet-smelling jelly. Oh, I guess we have to. Fully grown termite-like squeegers march back and forth, paying you no attention. Okay, I guess we have to do this. 65, and it's a physical challenge. Let's do 4, maybe this other 4? Even though it's a -1, because it gives us the 5 bonus and the 3 bonus. Okay. Okay, I guess let's do 3, 4, and 5. That's the best we can do. But 15 is all we need here. So let's do 3, 2. Oh, that does the whole thing. Let's do 3, 4, and 6. Okay. The calm hive queen has only a rudimentary danger sense. Squeeger hives can be very defensive when they sense danger to their young. But so long as you don't set off the workers or the larvae, you're free to walk right up to her. You gently avoid hurting any of the babies as you scrape her copious honey into a collector. Okay. Another freaky? If I do, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to. There's no other way. Freaky are carnivores, you think, but the juveniles are too small to take out anything larger than an insect. Not so much the case with this one. The freaky blocking your path is pretty large, probably about as tall as your waist, and it's growling at you over the carcass of something even bigger, which seems to be missing its head. Yuck. You're not sure if it killed or scavenged the dead animal, but it dragged it onto the path and looks ready to fight you for it. Let's wait for it to leave. You back off and wait. It sits there and gnaws at the animal slowly for hours. It's disgusting. Eventually it rolls over and takes a nap, its many legs kicked up in the air and its tummy bulging. You try to sneak by, but it wakes back up with a hiss. It drags the rest of the carcass off into a tree and you can finally pass. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home. All right. You got some more biology and perception. Well, my perception is going to be maxed. Late wet. Who has late wet birthdays? Is it? Yeah, it was Tangent and Dis. We're going to have to relax today. Look around for anything to pick up. It's good to see the rest of the colony finally appreciate the work we do here, Tange says. Certainly, agriculture and infrastructure were necessary for our initial survival, but the attack last glow has made it clear that subsistence alone will not save us from the aliens. She clenches her fist. We need to be smarter than them. Okay. We're gonna give her a flower. Oh. It seems you've remembered my birthday. How thoughtful of you, Tange says, accepting the flower with a dubious look. I'll set this flower aside to analyze later. I'm interested in the properties of all autumnal flora. I hope you find it useful, or you're more beautiful than any flower. She turns to walk away, then remembers herself. Thank you, she adds, almost as an afterthought. I'm not sure I want that with her. I don't think with her. We did try Dis earlier. We did a flirty thing with Dis earlier. He's right here. Dis stands at the mouth of his drainage sewer hideout, his arms crossed as he studies it from the outside. Do you think they got in this way? He asks quietly. There's a grate further in. I haven't gone in there to check yet. Does this interest you? Let's give him a flower also. Dis blinks owlishly at your gift. Is it my birthday? I almost forgot. I hate it when people make a big deal about my birthday, but this is nice. Thank you. Okay. I wonder if it's because we gave her that gift. It said when we gave her the crystal that she liked it, but we hadn't given her anything else thus far. She did have some bubbles, so I guess let's go look at that before we do the other stuff. You spot Tange sitting on a large boulder outside the lab. She's eating a pressed soy bar ration with determination, alternating bites with huge gulps of water to wash it down as quickly as possible. What are you doing out here? She stops her grim work long enough to acknowledge your question. I hit the limit on the number of consecutive hours they allow me to work in the lab, she says. So I'm taking a break, she says, making mocking air quotes around the sentence. How dare they? That's what I said, Tange replies. They just think they can boss me around because I'm younger. She scoffs. I'm smarter than any two of them combined. Ugh, Tange groans and rubs her bloodshot eyes. I just want to work, you know? It's so frustrating to be deep in the zone and feeling like I'm just on the precipice of a discovery, and then someone tells me that apparently my genius is taking too long. I want them to treat me like I belong there, the way Dr. Instance does, Tange mutters. She actually respects me. They're just jealous that she likes me more. Tange slides off the boulder, and you see the color bleed from her face as she stumbles into you, nearly crumpling to the ground. Oh, she grits out, leaning over while the dizziness passes. I thought the nutritional uptake of that bar would be quicker than the real meal, especially after taking into account the time required to walk to the cafeteria. She trails off, realizing she's clutching your jacket, and pushes you away. My apologies, she says, brushing herself off. I am, regrettably it seems, only human. Tange scrubs her hands over her face. Ugh, sometimes it feels like I'm a prisoner in my own body. Like I can feel myself trapped in it. This stinking, sweating bag of meat and bad impulses. Stuck with the burden of keeping it alive every day for the rest of my life, and... Her voice breaks. Tange, wait, are you crying? Tange scowls and wipes her eyes angrily. Reflexive lacrimation is an evolutionary response to emotional and physical stress, she snaps. In other words, no, I'm not crying. It's just this resentment for my physical form. It reminds me of when I was little. And an instance used the gene tech to give me this body, the right body. Only this body's wrong too, she adds quietly. It's right in a lot of ways, but it's still imperfect. It's still human. If I were an AI, everything would be more simple. I could just do my work. I could just do what I'm good at. No messy biological functions, no emotions, just clear and beautiful purpose. I hate this, Tange sniffles. I hate feeling like this. It really wants me to flirt with Tange, but I don't want to. I'm always here to listen, Tange. Tangent manages a watery smile as she wipes her eyes. Thanks, she says. I apologize for being all wet on you. It won't happen again. She wipes her eyes and straightens her jacket, then takes a deep breath and holds it for 10 seconds, her eyes closed. By the time she opens them again, she looks ready to go back to work as if nothing has happened. You admire Tangent's determination, but sometimes you think it might come at a price. Okay, so we got her other card, but it's a 2 and it has to be the highest value for it to get the +6, which would make it 8, but all the other cards have to be low. I mean, it could have at least been a 3. Okay. Now we have to rest. Can we rest in geoponics still? Because I've been resting in there the last few times and nothing has really gone on. Yeah, we can relax in the park. The garden is full of people from the heliopause. They move around in clumps of 2 or 3, gasping in awe at every new flower. The helio is much faster than the stratospheric was, so they spent a lot less time in space to get here. Their memories of Earth are much more fresh. You haven't given up training Riki-Tiki to follow simple commands. They clearly have the ability to understand that you're trying to communicate with them. There's just a huge language barrier. Cal gives you the idea to try clicker training, getting them to associate verbal commands with actions and rewards, using a clicking noise as positive reinforcement. You may as well give it a shot. Okay. 63. Oh man, and we've got terrible cards. Okay, so let's do... It is a physical challenge, so 5. I'd rather not lose kudos, but it's my best shot. Terrible cards. And that can't change. 3. Oh, awful. I hope I can get rid of a 0-point card. Oh, maybe 17. Okay. Let's do 1, 3, 4, 4, and 7. Okay. Please let me get rid of a 0-point card or a 1-point card. Success! You use the clicking as a shared language, and Riki Tiki quickly begins to respond to your commands. By the end of the afternoon, you're getting pretty reliable results from both stay and follow. This is great. Vriki must be more intelligent than people give them credit for. Maybe Vriki will be the species that evolves to be codependent with humans, like dogs evolved from wolves. I really don't want to get rid of those cards because those are actually useful. Because even though that one's 2, it can give me a bonus, so we'll keep those. Late wet, glow. Ooh, I've been interested in glow since they got here. Can we go out with glow? Still. I was really hoping to be able to exit this time and get back to what we're doing, but they've closed the door. Oh, there's a crystal right there that I can't get to. I guess we could try biology. Let's make sure no one's got bubbles. I've been interested in what happens with glow now that all these new people are here. Tange, I don't see Mars and what's his face? The wolf guy or the other girl. Biology, tangent. I want biology because we're right here with biology now. 62. You hear a scuttling of metallic legs. What the heck? And a strange knee-high robot bursts into your engineering lab, going full tilt on its 6 spidery legs. It slams into the wall hard enough to knock itself down. It seems to be having trouble getting back up again, and flailing its metal legs around dangerously. Put it back in the hall. Ouch! It accidentally slashes you with the leg while scrambling to find purchase. Stupid robot. Congruence's TV thingy wheels in squeakily as the robot runs off down the hall. Sorry about that, she chirps. I'm so close to getting its new movement algorithm online. I'll have the RoboVax corner it and we can try again. Working with robots is just so hard with no hands, she continues, wheeling back and forth in a display of frustration. This was much easier when Hal was here. I miss him. Congruence doesn't need to clear her throat, but you get the distinct impression she's simulating it anyway. Ahem, well, if you know anyone who loves to tinker with bots, let them know I need a helper. Okay. Let's do the 26. Not bad. After the other ones. Okay, 2, 3. Oh, I did not. Did I do that? I did. Oh, I messed up. Now I have to relax again. You're relaxing in your quarters with your dad when you hear the colony siren. The enemy is here. Your dad looks up from his novel. Huh, seems early this year. We should head to the shelter in the lounge. You've been drilling on new evacuation procedures for the past month. There's no need to be a hero now that there are so many new soldiers from the Helio. It's probably best if you just follow instructions and head to the lounge with your dad. But what do we want to do? I would like to do that, but let's go to the lounge. I'm wondering if we had picked to go to the front lines if somebody would die because we got in over our heads. I'm wondering if that would have happened. That's why I picked go to the lounge. The mood in the lounge is anxious, even though the colony's defenses are much better this year. Over hushed conversations, you can hear younger children crying inconsolably. You look for your friends in the crowd. Mars and Tangent are here, quietly reading something on Tangent's holopalm. Cal is trying to entertain some kids with his juggling tricks. The few civilian kids from the heliopause are here too, including Rex and Nami. Vase and Nem are absent, probably serving guard duty. You settle in to pass the time. Someone brings word that it's not a faceless out there, at least. You hear a few loud booms from outside, so strong you can feel their shockwave in the floor. People gasp and cover their heads, but nothing else happens. After the attack, Lum gathers everyone in the lounge and holds a big celebration for the soldiers. There's feasting and drinking and songs of valor, and as the party goes on long into the night, some drift away in pairs, or more. Mars and Rex keep the dancing going. Even Nem seems to relax, especially when the other cadets invite her to drink with them. Tonight, everyone seems convinced that this victory means the colony will be safe forever. Maybe it will be. You sure want to believe it too. Okay, not a horrible glow. Oh, and we are 16 now. So we got some skills boosted, I think. Is that cards we've gotten for this? Or is this what we gathered in the last year? Oh, this was what we gathered in the last year at age 15. Okay. New perk, more collectibles. Collectibles respawn faster and are more slots are filled. Okay. Let's kind of wander around. Unfortunately, I screwed up that thing. I could have won that too, but I accidentally moved over too far and pressed the push through that gave me all the stress. So we are going to have to relax before we can go out. I guess we'll do it in the park again. Udicott likes to spend time in the garden. Out of everyone here, she spent the most years on Earth. Already a grandmother by the time the stratospheric even left the planet, her family is still planet-side, if they're even alive. You watch her tilt her face to the sun, a gentle smile in her expression. She lived a lot of life. To want to live out the last of it here on Vertumna. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this random 2-point card. The sun rises again after glow, heralding a new year. It's your 16th birthday. You wake in your new quarters, blinking in the watery sunlight. Dust motes float through the air, and you take a moment to enjoy the perfection of your bed while you listen to the sounds of the colony waking up outside. So much has happened in 1 year. Just a few short months ago, you thought your life was over. Now it's better than ever. There's plenty of food, the colony is safe, you even have your own bedroom. You consider snoozing until your dad wakes up, when your reverie is interrupted by a blinking holo message. It's a text from Tange. Joyous observation of the anniversary of your birth, it reads. Another one comes in. That means happy birthday, of course. And then, in case you didn't know. Wow, a whole 3 messages in a row from Tangent. That's pretty gushy for her. Your dad wakes up shortly after that, and you order up your traditional birthday breakfast feast. He gives you a big squeezy hug and tells you he's proud of you. Okay, is it just that our relationship with Tange is much higher than everybody else? I mean, well, Tange and Dis are kind of the same. These guys have some. Yeah, I mean, Tange and Dis are the same. Then Cal, Anemone, Mars actually has more than anemone. I guess it was more what I felt like doing rather than who I felt like hanging out with. Because I've done a lot of the biology, a lot of the exploring. I still want to explore. I think I'll do more of that still. But I will do that next time, I think. Let me make sure. I want to see if there is that crystal that was there that I couldn't get last time. Yes, there is. All right. Well, I guess that's where we're going to go ahead and end this episode. In the next one, we'll go exploring again because I'd really like to try to find that shimmer stuff if we can. But yeah, that is everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.